You wake up late for school and you don't wanna go. And you ask your mom please, but she still says no. She missed 2 classes and no homework. And your teacher preaches class like you're some kind of jerk. You gotta fight for your right to party. Well, your pops caught you smoking and he said, no way. Oh, that hypocrite smokes 2 packs a day.
Do any of you remember that TV show, Dallas? Unfortunately, I think you all know what a TV show is. I do want you to get out of the hotel. I want you to drive around. Let me tell you what you will not see. Probably, you will not see anybody with a Cadillac with stairs on the hood unless you get Todd Meyer to go back to the business and sell your money. You won't see a bunch of old lyrics. What you will see is a very modern, dynamic city.
I really got the feeling that the delegate from Vietnam was representing the interests of his people. And I get exactly the opposite feeling about the American delegates, that they are representing the interests of corporations. And these corporations are no longer American corporations. They're multinational corporations. They don't have any allegiance to America. They have allegiance to profits. And if those profits mean moving American jobs to Vietnam today, or Burma tomorrow, or God knows where the day after that, that's where they're going to move. And my concern with the Vietnamese delegate was to tell him that any gains that they might make are temporary and illusory, that today they may be the cheapest producer. He was concerned mostly that it seemed like it was the American people against the Vietnamese people, or the American worker against the Vietnamese worker. And that's truly not the case. That's what became clear to me tonight, was that it is these multinational corporations, which are in large measure based in the United States nominally, although we learned from Halliburton, they'll move at the drop of a hat. So they have no allegiance to anything except profits. The people who are negotiating ostensibly on America's behalf don't represent Americans. They represent these corporations, whereas the people negotiating on behalf of these other countries are literally representing their people's and their workers' interests. That's a huge difference in how we come to the table versus how these other countries are coming to the table.